Recipes everywhere! The new Disney Dreamlight Valley expansion, A Rift in Time, has come with a variety of brand new delicious recipes to try out and decorate your tables with. I mean, you can also eat them, but that's just secondary. So join me if you want to know all the Rift in Time recipes. Our pot is already bubbling and ready, so let's get cooking all our appetizers. Starting with arepas con queso. For this, we need 1 corn, 1 cheese, and 1 agave. Mirabel will be so proud of us. Next is Baozi, that has 1 pork, 1 wheat, soya, and any herb or spice. Our cute barbecued brilliant blue starfish needs, of course, brilliant blue starfish and mint. But for the barbecued pretty pink starfish, we will need the pretty pink starfish and paprika. And by the way, I have shortcuts for all the recipes in the description below, so if you're looking for a specific one, feel free to use them and give a like to this video if you feel it's helpful for you. Now the Bulgur Salad is made with 1 wheat, cucumber, tomato, mint, and any spice. The delicious Clam Juice needs, of course, clam and tomato. The not as interesting Coleslaw requires cabbage and carrot. One of my favorite real-life dishes, Conch Ceviche, requires sea snail, onion, tomato, and lemon. Crab melt needs crab and cheese. Easy peasy. The dumplings are cooked with any protein, wheat, any vegetable, and soya. Delicious falafel only requires beans, cumin, and garlic. Nuts and bolts needs rabbit fish and almonds. Roasted almonds, you may think it's just almonds, but surprisingly, you have to add agave as well. For the royal iced tea, we'll need slush ice, majestea, or majesty? Anyway, royal latte requires milk and majestea. Royalty only needs majestea. Such a lovely color for tea. The terrifying looking sandworm Carpaccio plate needs sandworm and melon. It may be really good for Halloween. The next is Shad Ceviche that needs shad, onion, tomato, and lemon. The not likely for me to eat is spicy Scorpion Skewer requires a scorpion and paprika. Another of my real-life favorites, Takoyaki, requires octopus, seaweed, egg, and soya. The super cute thousand needles that hopefully are not painful to eat needs brilliant blue starfish, pretty pink starfish, and cacto berries. The tomato basil soup needs tomato and basil. Pretty simple. The vegetarian option of dumplings requires wheat, any vegetable, and soya. Continuing with our awesome entrees, we have Ajiaco. Excuse my pronunciation, I am trying my best, okay? Okay, Ajiaco needs corn, potato, and poultry. The baked beans require beans and pork. That sounds delicious. The best fish forever recipe you may already have, but we have sea snail, rabbit fish, celery, and cumin. The biryani recipe requires poultry, rice, cinnamon, cumin, and mint. The blend of Bayou needs the beautiful Prisma shrimp, rice, celery, butter, and any herb or spice. The Bony Osso Buco weirdly requires a skeleton fish, celery, any vegetable, and grapes. Interesting combination. The Braised Abalone requires oyster, sea snail, mushrooms, and garlic. The Braised Bamboo Shoots requires bamboo, of course, but also canola, ginger, and soya. The Brandade de Morue requires cod, potato, milk, lemon, and garlic. The basic but delicious burrito requires any protein, wheat, beans, and cumin. The delicious butter chicken requires poultry, tomato, butter, lemon, and cumin. To make a cheeseburger, we need venison, wheat, any vegetable, and cheese. The Greek chicken souvlaki requires chicken, lemon, mint, and paprika. The classic mac and cheese recipe only needs wheat and cheese. The very basic club sandwich requires pork, chicken, wheat, and tomato. The coq en volaille. Oh my, this one's tough. Okay, we need a chicken, onion, carrot, and grapes. If you're in a cream cheese bagel mood, you can do wheat, cheese, and any sweet. The crimson burger, or the red Krabby Patty, as I'm calling it, it requires wheat, any vegetable, and ruby lentils. The dragon roll maki recipe, one of my favorite rolls, is made of electric eel, rice, seaweed, and any vegetable. The fabulous fajitas, or more like fajita tacos, has poultry, wheat, 2 of any vegetable, and cumin. The good old-fashioned burger requires venison, wheat, and lettuce. The hamburger steak only needs venison, potato, any vegetable, and beans. The somehow infamous Hawaiian pizza requires pork, wheat, tomato, cheese, and pineapple. For the jerk chicken, we will need poultry, of course, onion, garlic, and any herb or spice. For the latkes, we need onion, potato, canola, and egg. For the low fries, we will need canola, float root, and jam. The delicious-looking meat pie will require 1 of any protein, wheat, and butter. The always welcomed meaty taco needs venison, chili peppers, corn, any vegetable, and cumin. The galactic Milky Way stew requires 1 rainbow trout, milk, a turnip, and a cosmic fig. The Brazilian moqueca, the pirarucu, I think requires 1 pirarucu, 2 of any vegetable, and coconut. Oof, nachos. Yeah, let's make some nachos with chili pepper, corn, and cheese, of course. The pasta with herbs requires wheat, butter, and any herb or spice. The pesto with linguine will need wheat, garlic, butter, and oregano. The piquant piranha soup will need chili pepper, bamboo, and piranha. The poutine, requires potato, canola, and cheese. The pulled pork will need pork, onion, tomato, and oregano. The real-life recipe looks so much better though. The pupusas revueltas require chicken, corn, and beans. The rainbow laves will require 1 gorgeous prisma shrimp, any seafood, a rainbow trout, tomato, and any vegetable. A very expensive looking plate. Next up is another of my favorites, ramen. That requires pork belly. Wait, no, just pork, wheat and egg. Rhapsody roll will require rice, flute root, seaweed, and any vegetable. For a simple roast, you can just throw one of any protein. The royal burger will require pork, venison, wheat, any vegetable, and cheese. The ruby masoor dal will require chili pepper, tomato, and ruby lentils. I would not want sand in my stew, but if you still need to do it, you will require doombopper, sandfish, any vegetable, sandworm, and any herb or spice. For the sausage and sauerkraut platter, you will need pork, cabbage, and potato. The schnitzel recipe will need chicken, wheat, and canola. For the sesame seed bagel, you only need wheat and one of any sweet. For the shawarma recipe, you will need venison, rice, lemon, cinnamon, and garlic. Next up with the shish taouk, you will require poultry, rice, lemon, garlic, and oregano. For the sweet and sour stir-fry recipe, you will require poultry, broccoli, canola, dream mango, and pineapple. For the tandoori chicken, you will require chili peppers, chicken, cumin, and paprika. For the tofu recipe, you will only need soya. Very easy. The French tourtière will require venison, wheat, potato, and any vegetable. For the turkey leg, we don't have turkey, but we have poultry, so let's use poultry, cumin, paprika, and agave. For the French recipe, turnip, tartiflette, we will need pork, turnip, and cheese. For the vegetarian turnip tartiflette, you will need mushroom, turnip, and soya. For the yakisoba recipe, you will require pork, wheat, and cabbage. Now let's move on to the best recipes, the desserts. Starting with apple sauce, which needs apple and cinnamon. Then we have basil berry salad. You only need blueberry, basil, and a strawberry. For the cannoli recipe, you will need wheat, egg, cheese, and one vanilla. For the delicious caramel macarons, you need almonds, eggs, and agave. The gorgeous and refined Charlotte cake will need wheat, strawberry, and agave. Definitely one of my favorites. For the chocolate macarons, you will need almonds, eggs, and cocoa bean. The plain but delicious cinnamon donut requires wheat, egg, cinnamon, and any sweet. For the cotton candy, we will need one agave and one sugar cane. For the croissant, we will need wheat and butter. Really easy. My personal favorite, for obvious reasons, is cupcakes. For this recipe, you'll need wheat, egg, cherry, and agave. I'm sure they are delicious. But as a latte lover, the Danish is the perfect pastry that requires wheat, butter, and 2 of any fruit. I recommend you this one with coffee. The Dream Mango Boba Tea requires milk, Dream Mango, and sugar cane. For the French macarons, we will need almonds and 1 egg. For the fruit milkshake, we will need 1 slush ice, milk, and any fruit. For the glazed donut recipe, we will need wheat, eggs, and any sweet. The lion's favorite gourmet grubs unsurprisingly requires 1 sea snail, 1 sandworm, and 1 scorpion. For the jam macarons, we will need almonds, eggs, and any fruit. I believe is Swedish kanelbull, we will need wheat, butter, egg, and cinnamon. For the kunyaman, we will need wheat, 2 butter, and agave. Next up is the mahamul. We will need wheat, almonds, and dates for this one. For the makraut, we will need 1 wheat, 1 canola, 1 date, and cinnamon. The melon boba tea, we will need milk, sugar, and melon. For the very fancy mooncakes, we will require wheat, canola, beans, and agave. Next up, the nestling crepe. We will need wheat, egg, milk, and 1 pear. Anything with this little bird on top is just gorgeous. For the pastéis de nata, we will need corn, 1 egg, milk, and vanilla. The very cute pear upside down cake, we will need wheat, egg, and nestling pear. For the pineapple soft syrup, we will require 1 slush ice and 1 pineapple. Get ready for a movie night with these popcorns that will only need corn and canola. For the raspberry jam sandwich, we will require wheat and 1 raspberry. The absolute favorite of many, including myself, is the red velvet, which needs 1 wheat, cheese, eggs, cocoa beans, and vanilla. Oh my god, so adorable! For the spicy macarons, we will require chili pepper, almonds, and eggs. Such an interesting combination that I would dare to try. For the spiky berry pie, we will need wheat, butter, cacto berries, strawberry, and 1 of any spice or herb. For the stellar milkshake, we will require slush ice, 1 milk, and 1 cosmic fig. For the strawberry pie, we will require wheat, butter, and strawberry. For the cute strawberry shortcake, we will need wheat, eggs, and a strawberry. For the stuffed dates, we will require almonds and dates. For the sugar-free option banana muffin, we will need wheat and banana. More sugar-free blueberry muffin, we will require wheat and blueberry. A lot of sugar-free options today with the fruit explosion muffin. We will need wheat, 2 of any fruit, and agave. For the sugar-free fruit muffin, we will only need wheat and any fruit, but I believe it's only apple or strawberry, so just choose 1 of those. For the sweet tooths out there, we have the sweet popcorn that requires corn, canola, and agave. For the sweet tofu recipe, we will need soya and 1 of any fruit. The delicious takoyaki, we will need sandfish and beans. For the vanilla macarons, we will need almonds, 1 egg, and vanilla. Those are all the recipes we have in Act 1. Let me know which one is your favorite. Thank you so much for watching and have a very sweet cooking day.